adventuring, camping. Right, camping.
What's going on, guys? Half click up and false neutral here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a big day. Today is our very first camping excursion. Now, granted, it's only for one night. However, it is a multifaceted test. That's what we'll call it. A multifaceted test where we are testing the rig, which you will see momentarily. It is loaded to the hilt, guys. I probably should have preloaded the suspension and I didn't. So we have all three panniers, or the two panniers in the top box, absolutely loaded down. Tent, food, bedding, clothes, you name it, guys. We got all of it. And we're gonna spend the night out here in Airport Park. If you guys tuned in last time, False Neutral and I rolled out here. We scouted campsites and discovered that the second half of the park, which extends out onto the peninsula, out onto the water, is flooded and closed. However, I was able to reserve the furthest site that is still open, which is... Hang on. Yeah, 10 to 6. So we couldn't check in. Okay, if you already have a reservation, please proceed to campsite and check in during operating hours. Okie dokie. I don't know how that's going to work. Because by the time anybody notices we're there, we're going to be gone. Admittedly, it is hot as snot out here, guys. It's literally like 99 degrees. Heat index is in triple digits. This weekend is going to be the hottest weekend thus far this year. So it's a thing. It is what it is. It's like, if we're going to do this thing, we might as well just get thrown right into the fire, right? So to speak. Wow. Look at the views though, man. You know? Look at the views. It'll be alright. Alright, this is us. 45. Oh, they opened the second half of the park. Look at that. It looks like we can actually, this is crazy because there's parking spots, and I don't guess I realized that last time we looked. I'll tell you what, we'll back in. Tell you what's tricky is how much weight this bike has added to it with regard to slow speed maneuvering. Oh man, it's something else. I actually stalled it out in the park, going over a speed bump, because it was different. Alright. Okay. Oh, let you guys look at the setup here. Oh. Alright. Let's see. Real fast while we are still recording? Yep, still recording. I'll show you guys briefly, and you know, I got camera gear in here, man. I got everything we need to do this thing, and show you guys real quick. I mean, everything's chock full, guys. Pillows, we got bedding, tent, tarp, all that stuff's in that pannier. I mean, I'm just really impressed with the way it turned out as far as functionality goes. Like, when I mean, and if you guys subscribe, you've been following along, man. When I envision an adventure bike setup, like, this is precisely what I had in mind. It wasn't necessarily a Tiger, but you know, this machine has been phenomenal so far. So here we go. And by the way, this is the inner liner bag that comes inside this guy. You have to, you have to buy that. It's not included. But anyways, neither here nor there. I'm kind of excited, if you can't tell. Kind of rambling. Without further ado, though, we're gonna have to go ahead and start setting up this campsite. It's just a silly little 3-man dome tent, but well, here, let's look at it real fast. So as you can see, the sun's setting. Tell you what, let's just appreciate the view right fast. And I apologize for the wind noise. It is very windy out here, which was contributing to how difficult this ended up being put up, but we have it figured out. And it's actually quite roomy for what it is, you know. We'll probably just sweat our butts off in here, but right?
Yeah.
So just the general layout is pretty cool, man. So you know, it's a picnic table with actual shade for when you're out here in the middle of the day. Fire pit. I actually brought this it's like super firewood, super smokeless firewood from Home Depot. I don't even know, I'm not going to go into this in depth, but there it is. It's like super compressed wood. It's very heavy and it burns twice as long as normal fires or something. It's like it makes a 5-hour fire. Anyways, burn pit. Actually has a grill attachment that swings closed. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I brought that because this is a no, you're not supposed to go over there and get wood and bring it over here because they have, like, the state of Texas has this thing about bugs and I don't know. You're supposed to bring your own wood. However, as you see here,
someone left it for us.
Yeah.
They were nice.
Somebody left behind some firewood, so we'll certainly burn that. Got our little chairs. Got those from Cabela's. You know, it's a Bass Pro brand, Eclipse. Got it from Cabela's though. These are $10 a piece, man.
Nice comfy.
And they're legit for $10. And they pack on top of the pannier, as you guys saw earlier. We brought food. Believe it or not, everything is compressed into here for the most part. This little guy, which was perfect in a pannier again. I mean, we have a really full pack out here. It doesn't look like it, but the pack out is legit. Everything we need, except we don't want these spider webs. What I was getting at though is that, well, I'll just show you. So I've got a ribeye. Yes sir, you best believe I'm fixing to do it big, guys. I got a ribeye steak. False Neutral has hot dogs. Grill him up some hot dogs. But so anyways, check this out. These are these little single light bags. You just light the bag, walk away. This is for supper. And my wife also prepped us some breakfast where all I gotta do is crack some eggs. Man, we got s'mores stuff. I got all the seasonings and fixings for my ribeye. Got some extra water in there. But point is we got everything we need. I'm gonna cheat. Got some fire starter here, not for these guys, but for the fire pit. Hey, start bringing that stuff over there, dude. Yeah, take that one. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's legit, right? Oh. There you are. So again, it's just for one night, but you know, I'm kind of scatterbrained, admittedly, but this worked out. Unfortunately, it's just for one night, but it worked out as far as setup goes, because at first we were really sweating our butts off fighting that guy. And you guys saw the time lapse. I'll probably end up shaving a lot of that time lapse off just because it took way too long. You know, a time lapse that is like 2 minutes long means that you spent like 45 minutes doing something, right? So anyways, yeah, that's why I'm so scatterbrained and 90 to nothing, guys. I got me a fake Red Bull. That's how we how you doing? That's how we do. But so yeah, you notice I strategically opened up the opening here facing the water. Seemed like the appropriate thing to do. We did find a lot of ants though, man. Like, the thing about it is, so yeah, it's dusk right now. It's sunset, but I was actually sitting here fighting getting ants out of my helmet.
It took like 10 minutes.
Yeah, at least 10 minutes. 10 or 15 minutes, dude. I was sitting here. So, I don't know if you guys noticed or whatever, but we were holding down the tarp. You know, you talk about just a battle. The wind is starting to die down just a little bit. You talk about a battle, dude. So we're like effectively fighting with a parachute. And we put our stuff on the corners here of the tarp because I wanted that base layer down there. So we anchored that, and then we had to fight the wind. This thing was its own parachute. I mean, it took way too long. Longer than I expected, but it's all good. Anyways, my helmet, I moved out of the way to stake a thing down, and I had it sitting over there. Don't want to forget my little rubber mallet here. But I had my helmet sitting there in the grass, and it got filled with ants. Just filled with ants.
You could swear you set it down in an ant pile. It was like,
yeah, it was basically like sitting it down in an ant pile.
Cushions. It was crazy.
Yeah. So I'll need this. Here, bring that to the table.
Okay.
So those little foil pans in there. Typically, so I brought asparagus as well. Well, I say I brought asparagus. Let me clarify. My wife set up asparagus. I'm like, no, let's not overcomplicate this thing, man. You know, it's one night. I just want to say that me and the boy come out here. I grilled a ribeye because I can. You know what I mean? Just things like that. No, my loving wife, she had to just hook it up. So what is typically done in a foil pack, asparagus and things like that, we're going to use these foil pans. Use that aluminum foil there to cover them, and it'll mimic like what a foil pack is. You guys probably don't even care about any of this stuff, but I mean, I got a vlog about something, and we are here, dude, and it is legit. I wanted to take off down there. That's where that barricade was last time, and everything past that was closed. But you can see the water is completely receded. See if I can zoom in a little bit for you. See there? You can see the rock jetty and whatnot now. All of that was submerged. Everything you see there. So, come to find out, I guess I could have gotten one of those spots down there. I think it was like spot 71 is legitimately on the end of the peninsula. But this isn't too bad either. Check it out. Let's walk down here. Let's go check this out, boy.
Okay.
There's like a little, excuse me, there's like a little, kind of like a beach.
A lot more holes than usual. I just tripped over my own self.
lot of folks around though. But you know, the sites are spread out big enough to where you really just have an entire area to yourself, which is cool.
I wonder why there's just a stick poking out right there.
Anyways. Yeah, man. Adventuring. Camping. Right. Camping. Yeah. What you got there, boy?
Hot dog.
Hot dogs?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
You.
Me?
No, Mama.
And Mama. Yeah, buddy.
Mainly you.
Fire is rocking and rolling, man. Can't see nothing else. But got my little lantern action going here. Kind of working as a camera light. But got the boy hooked up with hot dogs.
Daddy,
Yes.
tell him about the spider situation.
Oh, I'm supposed to tell you about the spider situation. There's spiders.
Everywhere. All in their webs, being nocturnal.
Lots of spiders. I ain't worried about them. Yeah, buddy. Got that asparagus rolling. Ribeye. Almost done. I like a medium, you know what I'm saying? Like a medium. How you like camping so far, man?
It's fun.
It's fun. Not doing a whole lot, but just hanging out, right?
Yeah.
Right on. Ah! Ribeye and asparagus for Daddy. And this boy's moving on to s'mores.
Yum yum.
Look at that.
My face is just covered in white and black. The Hershey's were melted.
Yeah. What a mess. Eat it.
I caught it chocolate syrup.
Yeah.
It's just classified as chocolate syrup. It's less sugar.
It is almost 11 o'clock. There's our little setup. Yeah. Oh.
I started a fire and got bit 5 times in one leg, and another on one leg.
Yeah.
I got bit 6 times by fire ants. It hurt a lot.
He decided to step off in ants. Terrible idea.
It was on accident. It was dark.
If you say so.
But the thing that caused it was Daddy. He closed his Coke bottle real tight, and he turned the fire, and I heard it. It like, shh, and then it inflated and it shot off like a missile.
Like a missile?
Yeah.
Huh.
When I saw it inflate, I was like, no. And then I backed up before it could blow up.
Anyways, it's about 11 o'clock. Fire's basically out, and
I don't even see it anymore. That's out.
I don't know. Friday night, boys. 11 o'clock. Just laying here in a tent. Anyways, that's all she wrote. That's a day. That's a wrap. So, get you guys for breakfast. Yeah. Peace. And
Goodbye.
Well, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't awesome either. It wasn't awesome. I guess the worst part for me is the ground. You know, they say this thing will fit a queen size blow up mattress, which I own one, but it would be so much weight on the bike, you know, like I was absolutely packed out, and we had no more room, so I don't know how I would transport that. It probably would be easier to transport another dry bag strapped to one of the cases and just transport more cushions, more blankets. So, I mean, it's this and this, that's all I brought. Anyways, kind of out of it right now, but I guess what I'm trying to get at is the just the hard ground is kind of what did me in. Of course, I'm old too, so your pressure points, sleep on your side is disastrous on a surface like this. But this one got cold.
I woke up like 8 times.
Anyways, we made it. Not that big of a deal. The tent performed well. It held up. I mean, without any issue whatsoever. So, and it was windy all night long. This thing was whipping, dude. It's still whipping. Anyways, 25 bucks at Walmart. Ozark Trails. It's all right. Well, you want breakfast?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll do that. Anyways, alright, let's get the fire started. Alright, you're on camera duty.
Okay.
We're going to make a, I don't know, campsite omelet. But Mama packed you some kolaches.
Yum yum.
I'm gonna put those on there right now. They just have to heat up. Really a whole lot to it, man. Just dump it all in the pan, throw it in the fire.
That's weird. It's just a block.
Yeah, well, cheese has natural oils in it and whatever. And so it can look a little slimy from time to time. Now there could possibly be a better way to do this. And if there is, I'm unaware. Because this is the first time I've ever done this. Funny thing is, typically you would, you know, scramble it up, whip it up, so you can have scrambled eggs. And I don't know that this setup really condones that quite well. So I'm just gonna put it on the fire and cook it. Okay. There you go. Now it's scrambled eggs. The boy just, I'm sorry, false neutral, just coined a new term. Road kolaches. I think it's going to be kind of universal for all food done while camping. These are road eggs. Yeah. Unfortunately, this thing is on a tilt there, and so it doesn't make this very productive, but sometimes you just gotta sort it out. Alright. Look at that, man. Starting to look decent. That's about done. Road eggs. Yep. Alright, let's see what you're working with there. Holy! Kinda got toasted up a little bit, didn't they? They're good and warm. That one got a little bit of a burn to it.
It's like marked to it.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It still work. Some of it melted. Some of the bread melted. Look right there. It's like melted.
It's going to be delicious.
Yes.
Alright, boys and girls, our first camping trip, albeit one day long, or one night, was a success. Did you have a good time? Yeah. We had a good time, man. It was alright. So, we are going to head down the rest of the peninsula, since it's clearly all open now, and see which spot we're going to choose next. I want to get, like, I think it's number 71. I've said this before, but I think it's 71 that's all the way on the end, at the very tip of the peninsula, which should provide for a 360-degree view of the water instead of just one side. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Get Trent to offer stand. Alright. Oh. I was telling the boy, I'm sorry, I was telling False Neutral just last night that I should have just brought the bike down here in the first place, and we wouldn't have had to been walking back and forth so many times during setup to get stuff. So I actually, you know, obviously brought the bike down here to pack everything back up, and it worked out a lot better. Alright, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's go see what we can see, man. It's gonna be a beautiful day. It's gonna be a hot day. Holy crap, man. It's not even lunchtime yet, guys. It's like 10:45. But it's like I told the wife, this heat's starting to set in. We don't have any activities for us to do out here. You know, it was just to test out the tent and our own muster, so to speak. So, yeah. Oh, look, man, there's bathrooms and everything. Yeah, see, this is where we need to be. There's even a beach spot. We missed out, dude. And you know what? There's nobody at these spots either. Look at that, man. They got little beach spots. We could have actually gotten in the water, man. Dang. Look at spot 65. Wow. Hey, I tell you what I'm not liking though. The metal roofs got blown off. See how there's no roof? We wouldn't have any shade when we sit down. I mean, in the summer, like right now, that would totally suck. So, check it out, man. Sure enough, it's 69, 70, and 71. 71 is the one I originally wanted, but all of this was underwater. Or you know what? This looks high. I bet this wasn't underwater, but all of the access points at the low spots is what was underwater. You couldn't get back here.
Yeah.
But anyways, hey, and I'll tell you what. This one has a roof, and that one has half a roof. We can probably go for number 70, huh?
Yeah.
Go for 70, set the tent up right there on the tip, and we'll have water all the way around us. And then we can go back there and go swim. Now that'll be more fun. That's what we're gonna do. Alright guys, trip number 1 in the bag. It was a little one, but it was fun. We're gonna do it again. Next time we'll probably do it bigger. Or not. Either way, we're gonna have a good time. So, as always, this has been us, and that has been you. It's Half Click Up. We'll catch you guys on the next one, and False Neutral. Peace, and
Goodbye.